Hudson Big Rivers Conference. Thank you again to the Hudson Chamber Choir. And now let's meet tonight's starting lineup, starting with the Stevens Point visiting boys team. First, we have number 27, Efren Hymas Patino Jr. Number 2, Andrew Falkovich. Number 3, Winston Hill. Number 4, Deacon Yang. Number 5, Ian Anderson. Number 7, Eli Chang. Number 9, Cole Anderson. Number 10, Diego Mata. Number 11, Ben Omernick. Number 19, Ben Johnson. And number 29, Malcolm Chaplinski. And now for your hometown Hudson Raiders. Starting number 3, Sean Berger. Number 6, Nikki Alanoff. Number 7, Owen Wassman.
should come out
She should.
and work. And I'm like, yeah, you should. So she's like, I'm going to email Lisa Meyer.
She knows where the fun is.
That's right.
See? So Ryan, it's a mercy rule even in varsity now, but they're not going to use it tonight because they traveled so far for this game. So, but even varsity from now on, up by 8, it's over. All right, good evening, everyone, and welcome to Hudson High School for this River Channel broadcast of the hometown Hudson Raiders taking on the visiting Stevens Point Panthers in boys high school soccer here in Wisconsin. It's a beautiful night here in Hudson for the match. First matchup for both teams, first official matchup, I believe. So a game for coaches to test things out and try some different things to see what's going to work for them throughout the season. All right. Ball of pew. Ball of pew. Kind of.
Close, but faster.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Do you know on what?
It'll be on YouTube on the River Channel. Yeah. All right, thank you. Sorry about that. I needed to get a pronunciation of a Hudson set of players that are new to me. And here we go. These teams are not necessarily unfamiliar with each other as they typically play in this early non-conference type of season each year. And I'm sure players on both sides confront each other during summer ball quite consistently. So it looks like the Raiders are going to get a foul. Looks like the Panthers made a play from behind. Looks like Harry Ross gearing up here for the free kick. He's going to put it in. Nice ball by Harry. There's a good chance. Oh, great save by the keeper there. But a good ball by the Raiders. Right in there, ready for action. Come the Raiders back on D, playing it all the way back to Toby Schneider, the Raiders goalkeeper. Little foul by the Raiders is going to set the Panthers up with a free kick from about 30-some yards out. Dangerous territory, though, as the Raiders showed previously, almost getting ahead on that ball, but nicely played again by the Panthers goalkeeper. We'll see what the Panthers have. They got one person up on the ball. Going to kind of probably play it up high. Oh, went for the shot. Great grab by Toby. Toby Schneider there. Was on the varsity last year in the more of the backup role as a junior. Now as a senior, he's taken the reins. So we're good to have Toby there. He had a great summer season and is ready to roll. Raiders pushing it up. Here we go. There's Sean Berger. Flicks it over nicely, and oh, great play by the Raiders. We have our first substitution of the game. It's going to be very hard to see the substitutions with the players on the other side of the field. We will do our best as we can, though. It's number 20, Omar Mata, in the game for the Panthers. Raiders continuing to fight. Little grab and takedown on Darren Chuckle there. No call from the referee, though. Chuckle with a big cross and through ball. Picked up. And the Raiders score. What a goal by Owen Wassman. And that's a goal by your Raiders. Number 7, Owen Wassman with the goal. So the Raiders jump out to an early lead. Big, slightly unexpected kick from Darren Chuckle there, sending the ball across the field and through, which makes it tricky. Goalkeeper can't really come out on it, and Owen played that beautifully, settled it down, and just buried that shot. So tough play. Not much a goalkeeper can do in that situation. It was just a great play by the Raiders, and they're going to step up to a 1-0 lead here in the first 4.5 minutes or so of the match. For those of you watching on TV, the Raiders of Hudson here, the hometown team, are in blue, playing from right to left right now, and the Stevens Point High School boys, the visiting team, are in white, playing from left to right on the field. Here we go. Raiders get another free kick. Looks like one of the Sparling boys about to take this kick. Nice ball in. A little heavy, but a nice attempt there from 50 yards out to place that ball in a nice spot. So it's a good play, though. That was number 9, Aaron Sparling, on that kick. He and his brother, twins, on the team. And then we have the Balapew brothers also on this team. And it looks like we have 2 of those boys on the team, too, who are brothers. So nice combinations here for the Raiders. Looks like a little foul deep in the territory here on the Raiders, and the Panthers are going to get a free kick out of it. Deep in their own territory, though. It's a big kick up the line, but it's going out, and they're going to turn it right over to the Raiders for a throw-in. Another foul here on the Panthers, kind of back-to-back. Guys are both playing a physical match to start here. Trying to feel things out, get some of the rust off. It's Aaron Sparling again. He's going to hit it a little lighter. That's a nice ball. And it's in. And looks like they're calling an offsides on that play. Referee's going to check it out. Or some kind of foul. And they're going to pull the goal back. Still a really nice play by the Raiders. I'm not sure. The ref, side ref, looks like he saw something over there. The assistant ref on the sideline can call fouls. It's up to the referee, the center ref, to decide if those would, if the call stands or not. Another call on the Raiders. Going to give Stevens Point another free kick, now about 40 yards further up than their last one. A goal that was taken back by the Raiders really was a thing of beauty. I'm not sure what the referee or the AR called maybe a hold of some sort by somebody on the Raiders before the goal, maybe a trip, maybe something like that was called. Couldn't really be offsides in that situation. And so, in any event, it was a nice play. If they keep doing that, they're going to score more times than not if they can get that kind of ball placement and all around good, following of the ball by the offensive players to put it in the goal. So, here we go. Come the Raiders again. It's like Connor Sparling there, number 13, keeping it alive. Harry Ross in the middle. Got a little ping pong action going here. Trying to thread the needle there are the Panthers. This is maybe the deepest they've been with the ball in possession so far. They set it up. They're going to go for a cross. Not a lot of bodies there to receive that cross, but it was a nice ball. Nice quick turn play there by Wassman. It's a nice ball there too. Raiders are moving it nicely. Nice support pass to Chuckle, who's going to swing it out wide. Looks like that's Sparling again. Aaron Sparling, that is. Owen Wassman out in the corner, and an offside being called on the Raiders. It was a warm afternoon here in Hudson, Wisconsin, but as the sun goes down, the temperature is becoming very pleasant for soccer and for the fans. Get to sit in the shade. The players this year been moved to the other side of the field in accordance with WIAA rules. So calling in substitutions will be a little trickier because it's hard to see the numbers on soccer jerseys from the front. Much smaller on the front of the jersey than on the back. Used to sit on the same side as we were, so you could easily see those numbers during a substitution. Here we go, though. Spash is moving the ball around nicely, looking to get a gap, fill a seam. Looks like they're going to try to go deep and through and hope some speed will win out there, but Liam Salama is a pretty fast player. I coached Liam for a number of years in traveling soccer, and he's a strong and fast player. Tricky play there. A little bit of holding and a little bit of acting, but it all adds up to a foul, and that's how it goes. Wasn't nearly as egregious as it looked, or the ref would have had a little more to say about that. Another big ball through. Salama with the head. Harry Ross trying to follow with another one. And that's going to be a foul on Harry. Raiders coming through, getting that ball out. Stevens Point, that's a nice cross in. Good head by number 7, Eli Chang of Stevens Point, but not much on that. But pretty impressive to get the header on there that he did in that situation. Throw in by the Panthers. Chuckle with the takeaway. Sending him in deep. Playing it back to the goalkeeper, who's going to have to do something. Chuckle made him play a little pressure on him. So while you think that these teams of players, especially those here in Hudson, have been together for years and years, they really haven't. The traveling system of fall or of winter, spring, and summer soccer really puts these boys on a variety of different teams. So when the school team comes together, it is sort of the blending of a bunch of people that don't play or haven't played together a lot. So it does take some time to get the rust off and make some things happen. That's number 12, Henry Vandenbark in the game for the Raiders. Raiders playing some tough D there. Nice takeaway, and then nice moving that ball around. Harry Ross sending it up. There's Sean Berger. Sean's got some wheels, but that was not enough distance to really use that speed to his advantage. But good hustle by Sean. Connor Sparling playing that ball up. Gives the Panthers a throw in. Salama with a nice step up there. Some players wait for the ball, some go and get it, and Liam went and got that. A lot of physicality there, but not enough to get a call. But Wassman taking a push and a grab from behind, but not really egregious enough for a call. Some nice ball movement there. Tough D by Stevens Point, but the Raiders will have a throw in. So the Raiders have a new substitution. Need to see his number. I can't quite see it from here. And that was number 15, Soren Matson in the game for the Raiders. All right, so Stevens Point with a goal kick here at the about 15.5-minute mark of the match. Playing it out wide. That's Connor Sparling playing some tight D. Quick turn and move by Stevens Point. Nice play. Another nice give and go there. Moving the ball up rapidly. This is where they seem to falter, though, is down deep against the Raiders' defense. We'll see how they do here. Pulling it back. Again, more good defense from the Raiders. Foul there. Harry Ross going in hard, and not sure there's much the Stevens Point player could have done there other than foul him, but still a foul nonetheless. Here we go. Here's Aaron Sparling again, ready to take the boot. It's a big ball in. It's a nice placement. Oh, Berger was almost there. Tough play, but his timing, he was in the right place, just missed it by a hair. These Raiders are looking to extend their streak of really phenomenally successful seasons. Here we go. Oof. Oof. Raiders with a good opportunity there. Mishandled by the Stevens Point goalkeeper, but saved by the defense. Raiders again stepping up on defense there, playing well. Sending the ball through. Toby Schneider coming out. Well handled. Smart play by Toby. Toby's going to give a punt on here. It's a nice kick. Looks like another Raider substitute coming in. We'll wait till we see that number. That was number 8, Cohen Balapew, entering the game for the Raiders. Raiders moving it around nicely. Tough to get a high little through ball in that situation. Not enough space. Well played by the goalkeeper. Raiders moving that ball around. Got a little popcorn action here between the two teams. Either team really stretching the field that much, kind of keeping things into traffic. It's a good hustle by Chuckle. Again, you know, these are situations where the defense plays it back to the goalkeeper, and the goalkeeper cannot use their hands in that situation. So Chuckle applying pressure because the goalkeeper's only option is to use their foot like every other player, and sometimes goalkeepers are not the most confident in that with pressure. So Chuckle playing some mind games and some strategic work there to see what can happen, and that one almost paid off, but it's certainly going to be in that goalkeeper's head the next time that situation comes on. So ball keeps moving. We're halfway through the first half here, 20 minutes. Your hometown Hudson Raiders off to a 1-0 lead. They scored early in the first 4 minutes on a really, you know, nice big play, big field switch by Chuckle to Owen Wassman for the goal. Good hustle by Harry Ross there. Oh, it's a really nice play by Harry Ross. It's that ball out wide. It's right there. Oh, really nice play by the Raiders. Looks like that was Connor Sparling to Aaron Sparling, brother to brother, but could not get that one. So sometimes you just get your foot on the ball and see what happens, and sometimes it goes right where you hope it does, and sometimes due to timing and angles it just goes over the goal like that one. So but it was nice timing and connection there for that shot. Here we go. Chuckle with the ball in the corner. Let's see what happens. And sometimes making things happen isn't as easy as you think, and it's going to end up being a Stevens Point throw-in. Quick throw-in. Going to move it around. A lot of passing, short passing in deep territory can make or break a team. Good step up there by Henry Vanden Bark. Looks like the players getting used to each other. Those of us up here in the booth got to get used to these new players as well, and their names and what they do on the field. Here we go. It's a good play there. Kind of a long shot, tough angle, but trying to get something in that area. And, you know, any shot on goal can lead to something else, so you can't blame a guy for that. Berger with the ball. Chopped down from behind. A little too aggressive from behind there. You can't go through the legs. You gotta play around it a little bit. There's a big ball through. Harry Russ. Woo! The goalkeeper for Stevens Point is definitely getting challenged tonight. He's playing pretty well, I gotta say. He's making the most of those situations. So there's a trip from behind. Pretty obvious. Even the Stevens Point player graciously gave Chuckle a fist bump, saying, "Hey, sorry about that." It happens in soccer. Here we go. This is a dangerous territory for the Raiders. We've seen it. Looks like it's going to probably be Harry Ross or putting that in. Who's there? Anybody there? Big quick oh! Wow. That was a great play. Henry Vanden Bark with a shot and just off the far post. That was another inch to the left, and that's in the goal. But great play by the Raiders. Good things happening here. Now he's back on defense. And ball's out of bounds, and in comes a whole bunch of players. We'll just let them come in and play. Too many to figure out the numbers. Here we go. Toby Schneider looking for some help. He can't pick the ball up in that situation either. And he elects to belt it out big. See what happens. It will be a Stevens Point throw-in, but that's a good safe place by Toby. Great little turn of the ball there by the Raiders. A lot of times teams might just kick the ball out of bounds instead of playing it into their keeper like they did there. But Toby is Schneider is a adept field player, and playing the ball into him, he was able to just keep the ball on his feet and play that ball nicely out to his teammates. Ball coming all the way back to Toby, and that's one he can pick up and did pick up. Quick turn here by Stevens Point, trying to make something happen and keep going for those through balls, but those can be tough if teams are good at playing the angles like the Raiders are. As I was saying earlier, this year's Raiders team is striving for the success of the past 2 years. 2 years ago, Raiders' first team in probably close to 20 years made it to the Final Four state tournament. And the last year's team did the same, but took it one step further and made it to the championship game. So congrats to last year's team for that great success. I was not part of announcing that state championship game, but watched it on the live stream and enjoyed every minute of last season. So this year's team has big shoes to fill to see if they can three-peat going to that state tournament, which will be fun to watch this year. Here we go. We got a host of Raiders up here attacking. You can see that every time the Raiders get that ball deep, they've got a good 4 to 5 players up in the offensive area ready to help make something happen. You got to have those numbers because you just don't know where the ball's going to go. So the Raiders playing smart all over the field. Toby again, waiting for that ball. He's going to pick it up. Going to plan on giving it a big boot here, I have a feeling. Here it is. High. Good play by Chuckle. Good head ball. Kind of unexpected, which is sometimes where the magic comes from. It's a big chip shot in to Wassman. There's Chuckle ready. Tried to play the outside of the right foot there, and goalkeeper read that and had the angle on it. Always a little unbalanced sometimes on those shots, but Chuckle in the right place at the right time and put a nice move on that ball, but he's just not going to score on all of them. And there's Toby Schneider with a fantastic play. Came out high, and the ball kind of misbounced on him, and looked like perhaps Stevens Point was going to make something happen there. As Toby was kind of falling flat, he reached out and pulled that ball in. So great awareness by the Hudson goalkeeper, Toby Schneider, and a great play to keep the score. Raiders 1, Stevens Point 0. Toby wanted to keep that shutout going. Here we go, Raiders pushing it up. Tough ball through there for the Raiders. Nice play there, up to Chuckle. Gets a good playoff, puts a nice little kind of a stutter move on and gets a good shot, but defense was able to close that gap. Harry Ross now. Some nice footwork, but defense clears the ball. Going to be a Raiders throw-in. We're now down inside 10 minutes in the half. Raiders up 1-0 over the Stevens Point Area Senior High School Panthers. Took the bus in tonight. JVs played earlier. Raiders claiming victory in that matchup. And now the varsities playing here. Stevens Point, another beautiful area of Wisconsin. A few hours away, though, so got a little bit of a bus ride, but school hasn't started yet, so what the heck, right? Go. Got Aaron Sparling here with the throw. Expect something big here, potentially. That's a nice throw. Right into the mess, which is where you want it to see what can happen. Quick shot by Aaron Sparling there, too. Pretty tough with that amount of defense in play. Oh, it's a really nice play. Oh, good defense by Stevens Point. That was nice offensive and defensive combination there. Raiders with a nice setup for that shot, but then goalkeeper was way out of place for Stevens Point, but luckily had a defender sniffing that out and protecting the goal from behind. So kind of a fun little combination of events there. Still have a 1-0 lead for the Raiders. Is it 40-minute halves? 40s? This year, like last year, we'll be still at the 40-minute time frame for the matches. Last year they shrunk that time 5 minutes per half, so but they're sticking with it this year. I'm not aware of any other more significant rule changes other than there is a mercy rule now. For those of you unfamiliar with the mercy rule, what that means is if a team does get up by a certain number of goals, and in this case it's 8, then the game ends. Usually it has to be into the second half for that. I will try to find out a little bit more on that, but that is a very new development in in Wisconsin high school soccer to have the mercy rule. A lot of times they'll have that for junior varsity or 10th or 9th grade teams, depending where you're from. Sometimes in summer tournaments and things like that. Woo! Stevens Point there, getting the ball deep, a nice cross. Not really anybody home. Raiders elected to play that ball towards the goal, but play it over the goal, and luckily that went as planned. So good defensive play there, good awareness by the Raiders, and will now be a corner kick. Might be the first corner kick of the match. I don't believe there's been another one, and Stevens Point is going to have it. These can be dangerous. They're one of the high percentage scoring opportunities is a corner kick. Stevens Point elected to play that short and try to work it in against a pretty tough Raiders defense. And woo! Stevens Point putting some pressure on. Kind of Hudson defense kind of standing around looking there. They get a shot off, and Toby Schneider just got enough arm on that to deflect it up and over the goal. So Raiders defense has to positively come together here and tighten things up a little bit. Another corner kick here. Stevens Point tends to go short a lot here. Some teams like to take the chance to put that ball in the dangerous territory as quickly as possible. It's a big through ball. Good idea by the Raiders. Got to go for those long balls there when they present themselves like that. Plus, it sort of slows down that Stevens Point attack. There's going to be a foul on the Raiders. That's number 2, Connor Hauser in the match. He was one I couldn't tell the substitution for. Playing right striker with the foul there. But good to see Connor on the field. I coached Connor for a number of years, as well as a number of these players. Sean Berger, Toby, the Sparlings have been on teams I've been involved in. So very fun to see these guys at the high school varsity level here and playing well. Another foul on the Raiders. Going to give Stevens Point a kick in a little more dangerous territory now. This is where you can kind of drop it in, and I call it the danger zone, right in front of the goal area where it's kind of a free-for-all, but a lot of things can happen. So we'll see what they decide to do this time. They've been playing a lot of short balls. It's a nice chip in there. It's a good ball, but Raiders were kind of everywhere. As Aaron Sparling, the great head out on the defense there. Looks like a hold there. Lossman getting the foul there. Now down to about 2.5 minutes in the half. Wassman with the ball, looking for a turn. A little too much pressure. Harry Ross again. Looking to set up. Oh, that's a nice play there. Ross to Wassman to Chuckle on the outside. Chuckle sends it. Ooh. Connor Hauser was there. He had got his foot on it, but it took a miss bounce. Tough to play that one. But Connor was in the right place at the right time. Just one of those things. It's tough to have everything work out perfect on those plays, especially when you're playing the ball with your feet and not your hands. So good play there by the Raiders, though. That was a really great passing combination there. So Wassman into Harry Reid, out to Chuckle, and a nice cross by Darren. Really great play. Seeing some good stuff for early in the season. Comes a substitution for Stevens Point. We're now down to about a minute and a half in the first half. Comes a throw. Harry Ross playing some defense deep in their territory. Midfielders generally can be responsible for running the entire length of the field. So Harry's been on this team in a significant role for the last, this is his third year in a row, and he's just a junior. So Harry had some good opportunities as a freshman, and then last year as a sophomore, and now as a junior. Be fun to have him back for another season next year and see what happens. Chuckle with the ball. We're down to under a minute. Sending that ball up. Ball's bouncing around. Did look like a little bit of a handball there. Inadvertent, but still a handball. Up. And Raiders played that ball a little too far up the field. And they did it again. They're killing all their time on this penalty without actually listening to the referee. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. And there we go, folks. Raiders up at halftime, 1-0 over the Stevens Point Area Senior High School Panthers. All right, and here we are back for the second half of tonight's matchup between the hometown Hudson Raiders in blue and the visiting Stevens Point Area Senior High School Panthers, known as Spash. Visiting, they'll be in the white uniforms, playing from right to left. The Raiders, who are winning 1-0, will be in blue, playing from left to right. We had a goal in the first 4 minutes or so of the first half, and then pretty quiet on the goal scoring, although there were interesting opportunities on both ends of the field. So this game is really anybody's match right now. I would say the Raiders have perhaps played a little tighter, but probably opportunities are about the same both ways. So like to take a moment and thank my River Channel colleagues. I have Jeff Munter and Nate Skoog here helping make all this magic happen. They're the technical experts, the camera experts, the sound experts. I just show up and talk. So thanks to those guys for their work in bringing this all to you and getting it online and all the steps that happen later. All right, here we go. Raiders with a throw in at midfield. 40-minute halves, which was a change a couple years ago. Went down from 45-minute halves to 40-minute halves. Here's Liam Salama. That ball looked like it went out of bounds. No call from the ref, though. And the Raiders are going to get a clear. And you can see it's getting a little dark. The lights are warming up and getting on. It's kind of that in-between time of the lighting of a night. We'll be dark soon and playing under these lights pretty regularly here in western Wisconsin for sure. Raiders stepping up. There's Harry Ross. Sure what the penalty was on that one, but they moved the ball up considerably from where anybody thought it would be. Ref is telling the Raiders to step off a little bit. You got to give about 10 yards. Big ball in, nice ball by the Panthers. And Toby Schneider lets that ball go out of bounds, grabs it for a goal kick. All right. See what the Raiders have in plan here for the second half. Doesn't look like any significant adjustments. So Aaron Sparling with a nice play up the middle. Brady Anderson here coming on strong. Oh, wow. Big push from behind. Surprising. Nothing there. Nice cross by Brady, though. Good recovery, good way to keep his emotions and body under control there to make a good play. Some players let that get in their head, and then all of a sudden they don't make anything good happen for their team. And Brady did a nice job of keeping his head and still getting a good cross on the ball there. Big switch by the Raiders there. Over to Sean Berger. Sean's got some speed. Let's see what he can do. Nice play. He's got it tiptoed around. Now he's going to have to decided to take a shot there. And off the goalkeeper is going to be a Raiders throw. Looks like Stevens Point has switched goalkeepers, though. And not sure who that is as the keeper now. Looks like number 21, maybe, Cole Sellett. In the orange goalkeeping suit. Oh, Schonberger with a nice takeaway, and then a trip from behind is going to give the Raiders a free kick in a nice spot. So this will be much like a corner kick, and corner kicks are some of your more high percentage opportunities for scoring. This is just a shorter version of it. Referee's going to have to walk the players off a little bit. Looks like Aaron Sparling there getting ready for the ball. Here we go. Let's see what happens. Not a bad ball. It's a great play and a goal. Darren Chuckle with the header off the free kick. And there's a goal by the Raiders. Number 11, Darren Chuckle. A really nice cross there by Aaron Sparling. And Chuckle buries the header. Fantastic play all around. Good play to set up that opportunity, and then just a nice ball in and a nice delivery on the header by Chuckle. And the Raiders now at about the 4-minute mark of each half have scored. So the first goal was 4 minutes into the game. And second goal for the Raiders 4 minutes into the second half. Clock. Here we go. And here we go. Lots of action up here in the booth. Sometimes the clock gets missed during goals because the people hired to run the clock also need to record goals, assists, the time of that goal. They have a lot of things they have to. Here we go with Berger. He's going to get a corner kick. Going to get a corner kick. That was a kind of an odd situation there. Ball was kind of people missing and the ball kind of going where they weren't expecting it. And all of a sudden Berger ended up almost with a breakaway. Not much of an angle to put that shot on, but here we go. Raiders just like to play it short. Sparling now up front. Another nice play. It's a good idea on that ball. Maybe a little high, maybe a little hard and low. But a nice play. Nice quick move there by the Raiders. Sometimes that gives you a better angle to make things happen than a true corner kick does. Raiders tend to mix those up, though, to keep the defense guessing. Big kick by the Spash goalkeeper. So far, the Raiders have been pretty tight defensively, keeping the ball in their offensive half these first 5 minutes by and large. Here we go. Raiders moving that ball around. Here we go. Quick pass in. Back to, that would be Nicky Alanoff, who had some good playing time last year as a younger player. And now offsides on the Raiders. And we'll pull it back. That was a pretty obvious one. Sometimes you have things set, the defense takes a couple steps up when you're not paying attention, and all of a sudden the ball is moving and you're just caught in no man's land. Raiders moving that ball again, playing some defense here against Stevens Point. Shut down. A free kick for Stevens Point here. Not a lot of loft on that ball, which is kind of what you want in this situation. So kind of played a little differently. A lot of bumping, nothing dirty, but you're going to get these bumps and you're going to get the fouls if you do it. Here we go. Stevens Point looking to get on the board. This is a prime opportunity. Not a bad ball. Kind of want that ball to go a little deeper in though. Comes out, off balanced shot, goes big rather than collecting it and setting something up. But sometimes that's a good play because goalkeepers can be out of place on those too. But the miss hit sends it out. Toby Schneider with the goal kick. Big kicking by Alanoff. It's Connor Sparling there, riding that ball out, just following it out to make sure the Raiders would get the throw. Inside. Looks like the ref has called a foul of some sort on Stevens Point. Going to set the Raiders up. That's going to be, again, one of these kind of pseudo corner kicks. Playing out from the angle. Watch for Berger. Watch for Brady Anderson there. Watch for Liam Salama on the far side. Oh, nice save. Nice save. Raiders elect to take the shot off the kick. Played it near post, it looks like. Goalkeeper is right there and made a nice punch-up save. Got it over the goal. It's now going to be a true corner kick for the Raiders. And see if they decide to play it short or long. They tend to mix it up a little bit. Looks like they're playing short again. Over to Chuckle. He's coming in. He's going to rip it. And again, playing short post. Goalkeeper was there. And a nice shot by Chuckle, but goalkeeper was there, made the save. Stevens Point continues to try to through pass, but is finding the Raiders' defense to be a little too speedy. They're hoping to crack that at some point, but the Raiders' defense so far has had the speed and angles to disrupt those pretty regularly. Foul on the Raiders gives us Stevens Point another free kick at the midfield. Moving it down, out wide. Again, kicks it out wide. Nice little moves there by the Panthers. Puts on a nice cross. Raiders were there to take it. Ooh, it's a nice cross in by Stevens Point, but tough one. A little too high to handle that real well, and goes out of bounds and will be a Raiders goal kick for Toby Schneider. See where Toby's going to go with it this time. Sends it high and in the middle to the Sparling brothers there. Another foul on the Raiders. Didn't see it. Looks like maybe that was Connor Sparling based on his demeanor at the whistle, but I could be wrong. Going big there, and Toby Schneider calls it. Defense lays off. Smart move. Should always listen to your goalkeeper. And Toby zings it up to Chuckle. He's going to send it long. Got Sean Berger. Comes in with some angle. And you're going that fast on the turf, it's easy for that ball to get away from you, and that's what happened to Sean there. Good effort, though, by Sean. Not a bad idea by Chuckle to send that ball up and through. That's a great play. Sean Berger with a really nice, nifty little, kind of just a side spin tap on that ball that keeps it going through, but at a slightly different angle, and set Connor Sparling up well with a nice opportunity there. but nonetheless saved out by the Stevens Point defense, and here we go. Guess I see the ref AR called offsides. Not sure I saw it, but I might have a different angle on things up here. Nonetheless, doesn't matter what I think. Referee calls it, that's the foul. And Stevens Point again puts it in. Allen off with a nice shoulder outing of the ball. Toby Schneider with a little bit of a misplay there. I don't think he was expecting the ball to be passed back to him with defense relatively close to him. But the Raiders lucked out, got it out. Here we go. Spash with a free kick. Nice takeaway by the Raiders. Cleared up the field. We're now 55 minutes into this match. 15 minutes into the second half, so getting close to the midway mark of the second half, and a big free kick here for the Raiders. Liam Salama with the ball here. Passing it out to Cohen Balapu. Here we go, Raiders moving it out. Big move in. Tough ball. Wow, that was a good play. Popped it in there. Bounced over the goalkeeper's head, and he's tall. The angle just set it wide, though, and it will be a goal kick for Stevens Point. Big boot. Big header. Here we go. Looks like Toby Schneider with a big kick up the field. Raiders are going to collect it and keep it moving up the field. Nice movement. Here we go. That's Aaron Sparling there over on the far side. Oh, nifty play and a nice goal. What a play by Aaron Sparling. Good ball movement. Good placement on that shot. That's number 9, Aaron Sparling with the goal for the Raiders. Really nifty ball movement there by Sparling. He said keep the clock going, I think. Yeah, start the clock. Because we didn't start it last time, and I think we lost like 15, 20 seconds. So I think he's just trying to make up for it. That was Aaron Sparling, number 9. So there we go. The Raiders now up 3-0. Now have that comfortable 3-goal lead that coaches enjoy, especially in the second half. Enables them to maybe try some different things. Maybe try at this stage of the season getting the backup goalkeeper in for Toby Schneider at some point. And get a few players in possibly that may not have seen some significant action, but we'll see. I think there's some things you sometimes want to see cleaned up from your core team as well. And these early games, so, there's been tryouts, but I think this is the fourth day of the season once tryouts have been over for the Raiders. So this team definitely has a lot to work on. They look sharp, though, in a lot of ways, but they got to figure some things out with each other, and that's what these games are good at, providing those opportunities to learn each other's tendencies, things like that. That was a nice ball by Chuckle, getting it out wide. Soren Matson in the game for the Raiders at right striker. See what can happen. Harry Ross there, moving it around. There's Matson with the ball. Some of these younger players, this is the first game where they've probably had someone actually fetching the balls for them. So we have a group of volunteers. Usually that's youth soccer teams from the Hudson area here that come in and they just, oh, wow, nice play by Stevens Point goalkeeper. Just got enough on that to prevent a goal. Salama hounding. Stevens Point trying to get something going here. They'd love to get on the board after the long bus trip. And sitting through a JV game, this team varsity would love to see something get into the goal for them. Raiders with a nice clear there. So again, we do have a crew of young, probably soccer players from the Western Wisconsin Soccer Club, I'm guessing, which is based here in Hudson, Wisconsin. And they'll probably be providing volunteers like that for most of the games this season, which is great because it keeps the game moving. And really nice play there. Gets the ball in. Nice block by Stevens Point, though. They're trying to stop a corner kick. And to no avail. Looks like the Ray-R had the angle. Saw that it went out. Oh, he's pointing at the corner. It's a corner kick. So Raiders will get a nice corner kick opportunity here. We're now down to less than 20 minutes in the match. Raiders in blue, playing from left to right, are up 3-0 over the Stevens Point Area Senior High School Panthers. It's a good setup there. Sparling to Sparling there, trying to see if they can get something going. Ref calls a trip, called it outside the box, so it will not be a PK for the Raiders, and probably the right call. Happened about a yard out of the box. He's going to have to back up the Stevens Point players to give about 10 yards. This is either going to be something nifty or it's just going to be a straight-on shot. Looks like might be Harry Ross setting up for Chuckle or vice versa. Comes Sparling coming in, didn't touch it. Quick shot in off the crossbar. Nice shot by Chuckle, but off the crossbar. Oof. Nice following there by Brady Anderson, but the Stevens Point goalkeeper kind of had a weird bounce, but he was able to get his hands on it and stop the drive. Comes Leah Salama. Nice turn there by Salama. Good foot skills. shown there. Brings it back to Toby Schneider. Sends it up to the side. Nice give and go there by the Raiders. Being patient, bringing it back, resetting. Bringing it back allows you to swing it over like that and get a little more space. If you think you have the speed and pieces like that, then switching the field means moving the ball to the other side of the field quickly. And you do that because there's usually less people there. And if you get speed advantage, you can little retaliatory foul there on Darren Chuckle, and it's going to be a Stevens Point free kick. There we go, big kick by Stevens Point, headed out by the Raiders. Another head by the Raiders to get even further out, and good defensive clear by the Raiders. Here we go. And that ball around again, very nice ball movement. Can't always get it collected and moved though. Be Stevens Point throwing. Few substitutions. Difficult to kind of see who's coming in and out with the light now combined with the distance. I'm moving the teams across the field this year. Challenging to see the numbers on the front of the uniforms, which are much smaller than those in the back. Harry Ross with a nice little burst of speed there. And offsides on the Raiders. Gonna bring it back. Sometimes it's about a foot, and but that's all it takes to be a penalty. And Stevens Point elects to kick it way behind where they could have, but that's a sneak attack play. Sometimes that can pay off. They did catch the Raiders sleeping a little bit there, but such a long distance it wasn't going to fool them all the way down the field. Stevens Point putting it up, nobody home other than Raiders who get a clear, but Stevens Point gathers it in again. It's a nifty little play by the Panthers, but it's going to be collected by Toby Schneider. And we'll see what Toby's going to do with this ball. Little jersey pull there by Stevens Point, but there's a nice cross in. And a nice play by the Raiders. Looked like Quinton Mootheden of the Raiders gets a nice cross in to Brady Anderson, who put a decent little shot on and just kind of mishit it a little bit, and it missed the goal, but a good play by the Raiders. Sean Berger looks like he's back in the game. There we go. Raiders keep moving that ball around. Ooh. I think if the ref or the AR had been in a better position, that would not have been a foul. It doesn't matter on a slide tackle. If you get the ball first, then the guy gets taken out. That is not supposed to be a foul. You hit the legs of the player first and then get the ball, then it is a foul. And Chuckle played that very well, but the referee's angle is part of the match, part of what happens and how things get called, and he called it, so it's a foul. Now it's 67 minutes into the match. Raiders up 3, 2-0 over the Stevens Point Panthers. A couple subs in for the Panthers. Stevens Point, they're playing hard every minute of this game, trying to make something happen. So they are not giving up, which is good. Raiders need that too. They need a end-to-end challenge here to get better for this season as well. Big ball up, going to be handled by Stevens Point goalkeeper, who chooses to play that ball on the ground. Could have picked it up and punted it, but elects to play it maybe a little more accurately on the ground there than a punt would have been. Punts generally end up as what we call 50-50 balls, where either team really can get it, but you play a good, solid, normal ground pass, and much more accurate, as we saw there. Raiders continuing to move the ball around and trying to go deep with a through ball. AR signaled an offsides, and the ref is going to call it. He, I think, waited to see what was going to happen down the field before calling it. And Stevens Point gets a free kick back at the football 34-yard line. Big ball in. Raiders put that ball out of bounds. That's Henry Vander Bark kicking that ball out of bounds. Safe play there with no other options to go to. And Stevens Point with the throw in now. Little collision there. AR is calling a foul of some sort on the Raiders. Looked like kind of a mutual collision there, but nonetheless, the ref thought there was more to it. Raiders get a foul, and Stevens Point has a free kick in a dangerous position here. They've yet to do much with these kicks. Low driver, seeing if they can sneak it through. Didn't fool the Raiders much. Kicked it hard and low, which hoping for a Berger with a foul there. I think they were just kind of locked up, and kind of happens sometimes. Raiders moving it. Quick shot. Long shot. Number 2, Connor Hauser in the game for the Raiders. I didn't see who else came in there. Good play by the Raiders. Kind of going for trying to put a through ball in. Sometimes you got to work that ball up the field a little bit. There's Sean Berger. Now he's got some opportunity. And Berger with the goal for the Raiders. That's number 3, Sean Berger with the goal for the Raiders. I didn't see the assist. So nice all-around scoring here. Here in the game for the Hudson Raiders. 4 goals, 4 scorers. Sean Berger with the most recent goal. Darren Chuckle with a score. Aaron Sparling with a score. And Owen Wassman with the first goal of the game. So you really like to see that kind of balance going on your team early on. Because that's going to keep teams from knowing who to mark and who to go after as the season goes on. So good stuff to the Raiders there. Here we go. Big throw out by the goalkeeper. We're now at about a little less than 8 minutes left in the match. Raiders are up 4-0 over Stevens Point. Here we go. There's a big quick turn there. Going to bring it all the way back to Toby. Schneider, the goalkeeper, that is. I know Toby, so I tend to just call him Toby. Here we go. Oh, nifty play by Hauser there. Kind of getting a little benefit of some odd bounces, but keeping it on his feet. Here we go. Here we go. Good hustle by Stevens Point goalkeeper. That was Quentin Muthadon, who had the good chance there, but the distance was more aligned with the Stevens Point goalkeeper. Berger getting kind of bounced and bobbled all over the place, the ball and him right now. Staying strong though. Stevens Point still going for it. Calling a foul there, I'm not sure, but nonetheless, the whistle blows. There's going to be a free kick. So here we go. Stevens Point again. Good cross in there by Stevens Point, and a good clear by Liam Salama. And it's going to be a throw in for Stevens Point. And we have some substitutions. Very hard to see who they are. So one for Stevens Point and 2 players in for the Raiders. Here we go. Harry Ross coming off the field. Might be the first minutes of rest this game he's getting. Big throw in for Stevens Point. Salama with a nice header out. Ooh, big kick in, and oof. Dangerous shot there by Stevens Point. Kind of a knuckleballer. Didn't know where that one was going to drift and float to, but it floated high and away. So we're now down to 5 minutes left in this match. Toby Schneider gearing up for the goal kick. Raiders working to hang on to the shutout. Always important in the standings is the amount of goals your team has given up, and Raiders want to have that set. There we go. Quentin trying to set things up there, but tough angle on that one. It was a good unselfish play by him. Ball keeps moving. Stevens Point working hard, not giving up. They are still 110% out there trying to make things happen. Down to 4 minutes in the match. All the way back to the goalkeeper. It's Mac Mizzle, sorry, with a nice clear there for the Raiders, back on defense. Mac's going to play it all the way back to Toby, who's got some heat on him. Again, Toby is a good field player and knows how to take care of that ball if he has to in that situation. Now down to 3 minutes about in the match. Stevens Point working desperately to get on the board here. Raiders will see their next action next week in I believe it's a 4-team tournament in over in Stillwater. Their neighbors across the river. Be some teams they don't normally see. One from Minneapolis, I believe, and Stillwater, of course, who they see regularly. And a number of these boys play with those players all summer and winter. But a few teams that'll be new, so see some matchups there going on too. Teams right now mostly need practice, but these games give coaches some idea of the things they need to work on. What are they strong at? What are they struggling with? So matches right now serve a lot of important purposes as well. There's a lot of back and forth pushing on that play. Referee awards Stevens Point the free kick. Looks like the Stevens Point player, Eli Chang, might got a little twisted up there. He's trying to walk it off. Raiders head that ball out. Quentin with the ball again, sends it out a little wide to Connor Hauser. He's chasing it down, quick throw in. Gets it off quickly. Nice play there by Aaron Sparling. And a goal by Berger. Very nice goal with about a minute left in the match. And that's a goal for your Raiders from Sean Berger. And that is going to wrap it up pretty closely. We have about a minute and 10 seconds left in the match. Raiders up 5-0 over Stevens Point. A lot of great effort from Stevens Point, just not really able to get those high-quality scoring opportunities that you need. To beat a team like the Raiders, you've got to get those opportunities, and the Raiders' defense is pretty strong. Part of that is the strong offense in midfield today. You keep the ball out of your defensive end, and there's a lot less scoring opportunities. So good all-around ball by the Raiders. Definitely some things to fine-tune and work on, and to build the camaraderie of this team, to get to know each other and learn each other's tendencies and things like that. But definitely a good starting point. Raiders have 5 goals by now. Should be 5 now. And we're getting down there, down to the last 20 seconds. Here we go, big foot chase. Here's Quentin with the ball. He's got an opportunity. Too big of a dribble, kind of a hit from behind. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. I'd like to thank everybody for coming to tonight's match. I would like to thank the players for a great game, parents for the great job you do, our coaches. Officials did a wonderful job tonight. We appreciate them. And special thanks to our young friends around the field for collecting the balls for everybody. And thanks to the team up here in the booth. Have a great night, everybody, and we'll see you soon.